Cars was a big movie in our family. We bought into it. We got the DVD. We watched it 100 times. We bought all the merchandise. And here comes number 2. Will parents get hooked in again?
Well, it's so funny that you mentioned the merchandise, because this is the first time in Pixar studio history where it feels like they've put a film out just to continue the merchandise grab. And that's so shocking, because we've come to expect so much from this studio. They've raised the bar so high. I'm so disappointed in this film, and it's the first time I've ever said that about a Pixar movie. It feels just like, there's the difference between like an animated feature, which is like one that tells a story that appeals to all members of the family, but uses animation to do so, and that's everything we've expected from Pixar. And then this feels like a cartoon. It feels like something you can get for free on the Disney Channel or something like Nick Jr. The story is really convoluted. They shift the focus away from Lightning McQueen, and they put it totally on Tomater. So I guess if he's the character that you loved from the first film,
yeah,
and you wanted more of him, you're going to get it. But let me tell you, man, they try and do a spoof of like the James Bond films where Mater goes on this world tour with Lightning McQueen and he gets mistaken for an American spy. And the story is about, like, it's sort of like a dig on big oil because they're trying to use an alternative fuel source. And the more deeper it got, I watched my 7-year-old. He was enjoying it and he liked all the spy elements. But when I asked him after the film, like, what was the story about, he had no idea. He couldn't follow it. And that never happens with a Pixar film.
Yeah, I don't know if really 7 and 8-year-olds are going to pick up too much on the world's economy and big oil.
No, it goes right over their heads. Now, it moves fast enough. There's plenty of action. So I think that if you have young boys, particularly, this is geared right towards them. But listen, we're coming off of Toy Story 3 with Pixar, which was, it earned a Best Picture nomination. I mean, that's how good that film was, and it appealed to everybody.
I love the first one.
Yeah, I think this one really, really misses its mark, even if you love Cars. Like, there are scenes in Cars. First off, I think the racing scenes are some of the best scenes I've seen, best racing scenes I've seen on film. But there are scenes where they just slow down and they take drives to the countryside and they talk about appreciating small-town America. None of those messages are here. This is just a straight-up action film that if you're looking for more, I think it's going to disappoint you.
What about Bad Teacher with Cameron Diaz opening up this weekend as well?
Well, in comparison, it's better, if only because it doesn't pretend to be something that it isn't.
Is it because it's got Cameron Diaz in it?
Yeah, I think so. And because the headline basically tells you exactly what it is. Like, she's a teacher who thought that she was going to marry a rich guy. That falls apart in the first 5 minutes, so she has to go back to working. She hates the kids. She hates the faculty. You know what it wants to be? It wants to be the Bad Santa movie with Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
But where that movie had such a dark, disgusting heart, but was funny, this one's a little bit softer. She's pretty funny in it. The script's a kind of a mess, but Jason Segel and Justin Timberlake are in it. They're both pretty funny.
Huh.
I think you'll get some good laughs out of it. And, it's a hard R comedy. They're going after the crowd that has already seen Hangover, and I think those people will go check it out, and they'll like it.
Sean O'Connell, again, trying to save us money and help us make the right choices.